It's over. The weekend is over, and the Steam release of Star Wars Outlaws failed to get even 2,500 players. I'm sure they'll try to spin this as, oh, it's the reason why. No, no, there's no excuse. This was the Steam release where all the bugs were squashed and all the updates and all that. And the weekend, which people play the most on the weekend, and it didn't even hit 2,500 players. Star Wars Outlaws fails to hit 2,500 concurrent players in first week on Steam. Star Wars Outlaws had a chance to reach new players and pulled developer Ubisoft out of the red when it was released last week on Steam. It failed. So, at peak concurrent is 2492 players right now. Got November 24th right there. It's November 25th. About 1,600. The deeply unpopular Star Wars titles failed to draw a massive PC audience, resulting in a concurrent player count in its debut week that fell short of 2,500 players worldwide. Think of how many players there are in the world. 2,500. I don't care how you try to spin that. 2,500 players worldwide is terrible, especially for a Star Wars game. This isn't just a local type thing. No, this is worldwide. And they didn't even make 2,500 players. That is terrible. This would be a terrible showing if any AAA title, showing for any AAA title, but it's worse for a major Star Wars release featuring classic characters like Jabba the Hutt. Outlaws faced a number of problems right away. First, it presented another female-focused Star Wars story to a fan base that has already become exhausted by the concept. After Star Wars sequel trilogy The Acolyte, The Akashite is what we call it, Rogue One, Oshka, and Season 3 of The Mandalorian, a lot of people, a lot of Star Wars fans are burnt out on girl power. I mean, yeah, not to mention like characters like Osha are terribly written characters. The main character of this game, Kay Vess, was played by Humberly Gonzalez. And you see this, and it doesn't do her justice. Here's what she looks like in game. Here's what she looks like in real life. Here's what she looks like in game. Here's what she looks like in real life. Notice how they always give them these huge blocky chins. Here's what she looks like in the game. Here's what she looks like in real life. Do I need to go on? Again, like huge blocky chin. Like Whew. So looks like in game, looks like in real life. Do you see why people have a problem with this? They took an amazingly gorgeous woman and turned her into that. Why? Because game companies are afraid of this. Game companies are afraid of true women. They want chicks with dicks. And if you shorten her hair even more, she would look like a dude. I think that's really the only thing preventing her from looking like a dude is the hair, and I think she has a bit of a chest. But other than that, she looks nothing like who her motion capture was. She is gorgeous. This is not. However, the game developers tweaked the actress's appearance, making her less conventionally attractive. Many saw this as intentional virtue signal on the part of Ubisoft and Lucasfilm. Fans worldwide have noticed this trend among AAA games in which female characters are deliberately made less attractive, while male characters are often overly sexualized. Yeah. It's like when it comes to video games and boobs. You know, you had like Baldur's Gate, which had, floppy dicks showing, and all the players on the left were like, oh my god, this is great. But you show a little bit of boobs and they're like, oh my god, you gooners are constantly over sexualizing women. It's like the women aren't even naked, they're just wearing, revealing tops. No nipples, no nothing. They're just, but yet you guys were talking about, oh, look at how unnaturally the penis sways when they walk. Then there's the fact that the game came from Ubisoft. The French developer has had a rough go of things lately, with massive controversy rising from his decision to make a black historical figure the central male protagonist in its upcoming Assassin's Creed Shadows and title instead of a Japanese man, which originally that's what it was supposed to be, but then during the whole Black Lives Matter, they were like, oh, hey, let's pander. Why do you think Yasuke kind of looks like George Floyd a little bit? They were pandering. But now, because they've come so far, they can't just go back and change it. They clearly know that Yasuke is causing a problem, but they've gone so far into development that they can't just change it at the last second now. So the game was supposed to be a Japanese guy, but they're like, oh, we're not missing this opportunity. Ubisoft has also come under fire in the past for perceived predatory microtransactions meant to sap every last nickel and dime from its players. Another day, another nickel, or another day, another dollar. More like nickel. That episode was hilarious. Freaking SpongeBob laughing at the nickel thing, and then Squidward tries to convince him that if he keeps laughing, he's going to break his laugh box. Another day, another nickel. It also didn't help that the game had disastrous console rollout. Outlaws was incredibly buggy with... yeah, we've shown all that before. The stealth, you like grab onto them, and then like somehow you're moonwalking backwards. It makes no sense. The AI was terrible. The AI was just... And you're shooting at them, and they're just like... And you're like, okay, I'm just gonna go over... I'm just gonna skedoodle over here. So if you decide to, not do anymore, that's where I'll be. Okay, so I'm gonna... Yeah, it was crap. People roll up in like a vehicle and their heads are like spazzing out. They're just like... it's just like, is no one testing this game before it comes out? Ubisoft recently admitted that Star Wars Outlaws has been a flop for the company, noting that sales have been softer than anticipated, while also touting some positive critical scores. Of course, those critical scores are going to come from like IGN and Kotaku and all these people who are paid to give it a good score. Star Wars Outlaws had 16 players as of this writing. The game is currently listed at 25% off on Steam store. Is it really? Hang on. All right, so Star Wars Outlaws. Yeah, 25% off. Standard edition, 25% off. It's $60. It's $52.49, which no one's going to buy. The Ultimate Edition, $130. What? Let's see what you got to take to run this. Um. Okay, so wait. The system requirements minimum Intel i7 require recommended i5. They do know that i7 is better than i5, right? Maybe they just got it reversed. So yeah, I mean, I could play it if I want. Just I don't want to. Um, I mean, it might be a run a little worse, a little bad because yeah, I've got a 6 gig graphics card. Um, so, but everything else, I mean, I've got memory. I've got 32 gigs of RAM, so that should be fine. I'm running it on i7, which would be fine. The only difference is the graphics card. Mine's 6 gig instead of 8. So, but yeah, I could easily play this. It's just I don't want to. It's a lot of red thumbs. Um, yeah. So yeah, it is in fact 25% off right now. If you want it, go get it, guys. It's a super cool game. It's so cool that worldwide, only less than 25 people, 2,500 people are playing it. But it's a great game, guys. Just give it a chance, you know? I'm sure once you play, you'll be hooked. No, the game is crap. People are tired of poor storytelling. People are tired of the boss bitch, you know, the strong woman and all that. People are tired of the woman being made to look like this. Again, you saw what the actress looks like. This looks nothing like her. You cut the hair off a little bit and she's a dude. The actress is gorgeous. She's freaking gorgeous, and this is what she looks like in game. And people are tired of that. They have no problem making the men look exactly like the people portraying them, but for some reason, every girl ends up with a freaking blocky chin. They end up looking like a dude. They end up built like a dude. And then when you criticize it, it's like, well, you just want to sexualize women. Coming from the same people who were, oh my God, you're able to screw a bear in Baldur's Gate, and oh my God, look at the flop mechanics on it. But then you want an attractive woman. It's like, oh my God, you're sexualizing women. Ugh. Because people are but 25 less than 2,500 players during the weekend worldwide, not just in a small space, worldwide. But anyway, that's gonna do for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.